Remaining hopeful, 3 boaters went missing off the coast of Brunswick, Georgia, almost 2 weeks ago. Although the Coast Guard has suspended its official search, the families of the missing are keeping the rescue effort going. WSAV's Christine Quayle spoke with some involved. And she is joining us live now from River Street in Savannah to tell us what they shared with her. Christine.
Yes, Tina, the Coast Guard began its search for the 3 missing men on October 20th, but by the 26th, they suspended official operations. However, the families are not giving up hope. Instead, they're turning to private search teams and a volunteer-led group of pilots.
We're going to search until we find them, and that's in our hearts. So, I mean, we are going to search.
Tyler Barlow, Caleb Wilkinson, and Dalton Conway, 3 young men with their whole lives ahead of them. One, Caleb, with a baby on the way. Wilkinson's mother tells me the 3 men took off on what was supposed to be a 3 or 4-day fishing trip for extra money. She says when they failed to return, their families became worried and got the Coast Guard involved. After 7 days of searching over more than 94,000 square miles, the Coast Guard suspended its search due to not being able to, quote, uncover any traces of the vessel. But the families believe their loved ones can still be found and are still actively looking for new leads.
We are emotionally and physically drained, just exhausted, hanging on to hope, trying to follow up on any lead that we get that's even remotely close to what we think we're looking for. And then there's the letdown that it's not.
Wilkinson told me she's been using buoy cameras to look for any potential movement out at sea that could be the missing boaters.
It's almost addictive because you are sitting there just watching, just hopes, oh my gosh, they're going to float by or we're going to see something.
The families are primarily working with the United Cajun Navy, who say they're looking to continue the search further north.
It's now becoming apparent with, wind and the way the Gulf Stream is working and everything that this vessel, if it's still floating, would be pretty far offshore. So we've basically remanded the search to aircraft, and that's what we've been doing for the last few days.
The organization says they are not considering this a recovery mission, telling me they believe a rescue is still possible.
In our mind, it's still a potential rescue mission. These 3 young men were in good shape, obviously had experience. And so it's very possible that they've found a way to survive, even though they haven't been able to communicate.
The families have also established 2 GoFundMe pages to hire more private pilots that can continue the search up and down the East Coast. Reporting in Savannah, Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Christine, thank you.